done a virtual home visit yet, but I am scheduled to do one tomorrow, and I am looking forward to it to see how it goes. So tomorrow I will be doing a video conference with a family that I have seen once for a consultation previously. This child's mother had concern at that time with his gross motor development, with sitting up and with bearing weight on his legs for his day-to-day function. So at that time when I went in, we talked about difficult parts of her day and how to make them easier with helping him learn to sit. And so I'm just going to touch base with them tomorrow as to how that's going and if there's anything I can offer to help them. So tomorrow I'm going to be participating virtually with this family because this time frame tomorrow worked best for their family's needs, and the primary service provider was able to do that visit at that time. But I physically am unable to be there because tomorrow I am going to be working in my outpatient office, and this family lives an hour away one direction. So I physically would be unable to attend. So this enables us to provide the service in a timely manner. I am very comfortable doing the visit virtually tomorrow. I've seen them once before, and to see how things are going, I don't feel like I need to be there physically tomorrow, and that might change in the future based on how the visit goes, but I think it's a good starting point for us to see where things are.
And look at you sitting!
Yeah!
Look at you! It's like, what the heck is going on?
Remember you said he was going to do some big things?
Yeah.
Oh, we got something to show you.
Awesome. That
We
makes my
got
day.
something to show you.
When did he start doing that?
A couple weeks ago.
Aw, that's so exciting.
Shortly after you left.
Did he? Good. That looks really good. So how have things been going, Tammy? What's going on with Straton? Fill me in.
Well, hang on, I'll show you. Yeah, you know
That's even better.
okay.
Look at you. That was quick. Oh. Well, we've done 1 minute of this visit already, and he looks amazing.
Well, thank you. Can Mama have?
He's been working hard.
They have been working hard.
Here we go. Do it again. Come on. Come on.
I didn't move it for you. But he's rolling completely. Yeah.
And he's going both ways and pretty quickly. So that's exciting.
I think my main concern right now would just be getting this core built so that he can sit here by himself without going, woo!
Yay! Yeah. Oh, look at you. Putting those legs right down, huh?
Yeah, he's on his feet.
Good job, buddy. That looks great. It's so much better than last time. And that's going to continue. That's going to continue to get better. And the sitting is going to continue to get better. With the more repetition and practice. Just in your day-to-day with play, like just practice the sitting, and he has a good distractor with his big sister.
Oh, yeah.
Entertained.
So I'm not sure exactly what to do, differently to get him to sit.
Well, what you're doing right now is really good because you're kind of propping those hands down and you're providing that support like side to side there. One thing I would try to do, like as he starts to topple, obviously, we're going to grab him, which you want to do.
Right.
But, let him kind of go and see if he starts to put that hand down.
Okay.
And if he puts that hand down, just kind of, use your hand on top of his and give him a little bit of gentle pressure so he knows that's like a protective response. Like he's going to kind of catch himself.
Okay.
You can kind of even make that little game, like going back and forth, side to side, and seeing if he'll get that hand out. And kind of push up into it a little bit more.
Something like that.
Yeah, and the only thing you want to watch, he's going forward a lot with that. Mm-hmm. So, and this is just because this is new for you too, even the practice of doing that. So it's just going to take getting some comfort on your end too. But even just kind of watch, it's a lot because you're trying to control him upright and you're trying to get his hand down. So just try to think about getting him as upright as you can when you're doing that. And even if you're not doing like side to side, like back and forth quickly, like even just kind of taking him to that side and kind of working on keeping his chest up and putting that hand out there to get some weight in that hand to catch himself. There you go. It's hard, Tammy. It's a little bit of a.
I need a couple more hands.
Yeah. And you probably feel like that, huh? You know what you can do too, Tammy, just watching you to make it a little bit easier? Even if you don't go all the way to the floor, if you put like a little pillow beside him or something that he can put his hand on that's not quite all the way down to the floor, just to kind of start to get some balance to the lateral sides.
Okay.
That might help. Yes, either one. There you go. That's perfect. There you go, huh? And you can just kind of take him to the side and let him push into that pillow.
Do you want me to try to keep him straighter? Is that what you were saying too?
Yeah, he's not going to be perfectly upright, but you just don't want him to be compromised by being like, losing his back extension when he's, there you go. You're starting to do it yourself a little bit, show off. Huh. There you go. Hi.
Who's that?
I see you in there. You look so great sitting up. You're doing such a nice job. He's like, what is going on here? Huh. Look how well he's doing with his prop.
And he's just holding by him, his hand.
Yeah, he looks great. He's exactly, developmentally how they learn to sit. That's exactly where they start. They start with that prop sitting forward, and they're still wobbly, and it's going to take some time to develop that trunk and back extension. Even when you're sitting with him on your lap, but kind of just like jostling him side to side, like as you're talking to him, to let him start to use his trunk to kind of pull himself back to the midline. Like if he's sitting like on your lap facing you or sitting on your lap facing out, and you kind of just take him from side to side while he's sitting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You got your piggies now, huh?
You were talking about.
Yeah, there you go. And just kind of let him lean to the side and see if he starts to like.
Yeah, he's fighting
back
it.
up and lean him. There, just what you're doing. That's perfect. And let him kind of play around with like pulling his trunk. He looks so good. He's doing awesome. Look at you. But even like you said, in just the past couple weeks, he started doing that sitting for like that prop sitting for longer periods. So he'll get that. He'll get better with it. There's just with the more you're doing it through the day when you're playing. So he looks great. Huh. Is that your main concern right now? Is just kind of perfecting that sitting so that he can play a little more independently?
The crawling too.
Okay.
Getting that crawling moving.
Is he staying on his tummy very long when he does roll to his tummy, or is he kind of there and back?
There and back usually. He still doesn't like his tummy very well.
Okay. Well, the one good thing is that he is making attempts to roll to his tummy pretty quickly now. So if we can find some things that, there you go. Look at you. That entertain him to just stay down there a little bit longer periods. There you go, buddy. Look, there you go. Okay, and see, just right there, when he, he made an attempt to want to reach for that, but he didn't quite, he lost his balance and kind of rolled back. Even if you're just kind of keeping him from rolling back and seeing if he'll kind of get his arm out and start to kind of pivot to it, because he made the effort to grab it. He just lost his balance and the way he went back to his back.
At the ball? Go. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Put it in here. Good boy. Yeah. How about the 10? Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Show Kate. Come on.
There you go.
You don't want the phone? You want something else?
He's like, I already showed off.
Yeah. I'm done. What about this one? This one. Come on. There we go.
That's exciting.
So even like the last time, you kind of moved it to his side a little bit, so it was out. He had to reach for it, but it was kind of out of his reach.
Big boy.
There you go. Yeah, and so like when he goes to reach, if you try, and again, it's gonna just take some time and getting him used to being down there and doing a new task. But even if you kind of block him from rolling and just see what he does.
But you know what I was noticing when you were working with putting that ball in front of him, his little feet were kind of trying to push off you a little bit too.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, he's got the good
Yeah, he's kicking now.
to getting the crawling down. He's just got to get a little bit more strength to get it together. Huh? You pushing off, Mama? Huh?
Oh no.
There you go. Good.
Boy. Now push.
There you go.
Can you push?
He's thinking about it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
What?
Just like that, though, Tammy, because he's bringing those arms and he's trying to figure out the weight shift. He just hasn't figured out how to do it without toppling back over.
So is there a reason really that he just might not like to be on his belly so much?
I mean, I think a lot of kids just aren't tummy kids, to be honest with you. But he'll like it more the stronger he gets. I think initially it was really difficult for him to lift his head and to push up on his arms.
Oh.
Like, I'm done with this.
Big boy.
So I think because it was difficult, it wasn't something he really enjoyed. But the more he's doing it and the stronger he's getting, the more he's going to like being on his tummy, and especially once he does get mobile.
Right.
But you know, it kind of comes twofold. You gotta keep giving him opportunities and putting him in that position to get him used to it.
Even if he isn't liking it that much, just to get him to tolerate it a little bit better. He's like, that's enough, Mom. Aww.
You're doing such a good job, buddy. You're doing such a good job. Something that might help, kids with lower muscle tone sometimes benefit from having like a little like Bennick vest or some kind of support through the trunk to kind of give them a little bit more stability. Because
he does have the lower muscle tone, which we know he's working against to do all these things, it might help him just to kind of give him a little boost in these gross motor things that he's kind of right there with almost doing but needs a little bit extra help. But I would like to see what he's doing here, like give him a couple more weeks, because some of these things that he's now doing are pretty new. How he does without, and then if he needs that, that's something that we could definitely look into. But I'll send Peggy some information and she can pass it along to you, and you can call me or contact me anytime if you have questions specifically for that as well. Or I mean, we could always bring you into one of our meetings. You know, we meet every other week if you want to talk about it sooner. Peggy, if we want to maybe just kind of put that on our agenda maybe for like a month from now. Follow up with. Yeah, on our team meeting in a month, and then you know, you can call in or you can participate in that as well to express, you know, how he's doing and what his concerns are, or what your concerns are at that point, and then we can decide what the next best route would be with everybody.
That sounds like a good plan. I just can't get over the changes in 2 weeks.
I know.
Yeah, he is.
Has he changed a lot really quickly, Peggy?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. That means he's been getting a lot of really good stuff from his mama.
And he's got teeth now, too.
He does? Watch out. Aww. Tammy, you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
I mean, you're on the floor playing with him. I can tell all the time.
Absolutely. Yep. I get tired of sitting here sometimes.
I know. Peggy, does that sound like a good plan to you?
Absolutely.
Being able to talk to Kate is great. And for her to be able to see him, you know, it's one thing to email or to call somebody and tell them, but to actually be able to see it, this is wonderful.
Makes my day better when I can see that cute little face.
Oh, I know.
It's definitely better for me to see the video of him rather than just hearing from a phone conversation or email. For instance, when he was on his tummy, like pushing off with his legs. But if it's needed for me to come and give you more instruction hands-on, then I think that's great. But if it's something like this where he's just starting to do things and I can just tweak some of the things you're already doing, I think this was a good option for us. What do you think?
Well, I agree. And like you said, you spotted things that I wouldn't have, thought to mention to you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's why I asked, would we be able to do this again at another time just so that you can see, like maybe once a month or something like that. So, and I think it would be great for all families, for, you or any other therapist to be able to see, not just a phone call, because you can't see everything through the phone.
No, I agree.
But yeah, I think this was a great opportunity.
Me too.
A follow-up over the computer is what I feel that I need. I don't need for you to come all the time. I got this. I just need you to tweak it, like you said.
Yeah.
But seeing you, and
Is always,
like the first time you were here, you actually demonstrated. You were hands-on. You showed me some things that I didn't know to do, I hadn't thought of to do, and that was a great help. So I've taken those and done them, and now you can see what I've done just by the video.
I think the reassurance of just knowing that you're doing the right thing sometimes is enough to keep you on track.
Yes.
But honestly, that's the biggest thing, because you are the one that's with him 99% of the time. And so if you're able to carry those tools over and work on the things that we've talked about to kind of help him with your day-to-day, that the difficult times of your day with sitting and doing things like that, then that's the most important thing. And I think that you're doing great. I'm glad it worked out so well, and I'm glad that he was able to show me what he could do. We know sometimes these kids don't really perform on our schedule.
Right, yes. And I'm glad he did perform for you, but I've been waiting to show you because I'm excited.
Yeah, he looks wonderful.
Wonderful having you here in our home with us. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Thank you, and keep up the good work. Looks amazing. I'm so glad to see him.
Thank you.
Hopefully talk to you soon. Let us know if we can help you.
Okay, I'll be waiting to hear about the vest, okay?
All right, Tammy. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.